Hi, my name is Jan Neuspiel, and I'm the owner of Island Alpine Guides and one of the guides. In this segment, we're going to look at combining our pieces of protection into an anchor and the principles around good anchor building. So generally speaking, when we're building anchors on bolts, we consider 2 bolts to be a sufficient number for a good anchor. When we're building gear anchors with removable protection, we tend to go for 3 points of protection in an anchor. Now, for sure, there can be exceptions to this. If you have 2 very good solid placements, you might consider that sufficient. But generally, we go for 3. And connecting up 3, of course, gets a little bit more complicated and requires a bit more material, but all of the same principles apply. You might use 3 separate slings. You might use 1 sling with a twist and then another sling to bring the 3rd piece in. There's a lot of ways that you can do it. But one really nice, quick way to manage putting anchors together is to use a 5-meter long piece of 7-millimeter cord. So to start with, what we'll do with that is we want to tie that 5-meter piece of 7 mil into a loop using either a double or a single fisherman's knot. And I'm just going to say, with knots in general, that neatness counts. And the reason neatness matters is 2 reasons. The first one is that when a knot is done neatly, you can look at it and very quickly you know whether it's done correctly or not. The second thing is that there are some knots that actually will work better when they're dressed properly, when they're done neatly. So neatness matters. So once we've got this tied into a loop, we can clip it in to our 3 points of protection, and then we'll pull down the section between these 2 and bring it into line down here at the bottom. So we have all of them connected. Then we're going to just decide on our direction of load, and we can tie either an overhand or a figure-8 knot depending on what we have enough for into all of those strands. And we end up with a pretty quick anchor that meets all of the criteria that we've just been covering. It's a really fast and efficient way to build anchors.